Hey folks, this is BestInSlot and welcome to the first vlog in a very long time. I'm not planning to make these super regular, but there is something I really wanted to talk to you about. And in this circumstance, I want to see your faces. Well, I want you to see my face because the vlog is about faces. So it felt a little bit more appropriate to do it via webcam. And that's really the focus of what we're going to be talking about today. And I felt the need to explain and go into it a little bit more. Now, this is not necessarily going to be a happy, chappy, optimistic vlog. It's going to get a little heavy. It's going to get a little serious. But I feel like it's an important topic to tackle before we carry on with the channel going forward. First things first, I move my hands a lot. I'm very sorry. It's how I was raised. My last name is Scottish, but it sounds Italian. The hands, okay? So, we're going to talk about the webcam. You'll notice over the past couple of weeks, I've been doing more facecam stuff. It kind of started with a Prestock Kingdom stream 3 weeks ago, and then every now and again I brought it back for a video here and there. And I personally really like doing it in some extent because I feel like I can connect with you guys a little bit better if we're doing the facecam, because, I don't know, I connect with people better if I see their face, weirdly enough. Crazy that, I know. And I feel there's a better chance for people at home to connect with my content if they can see me at the same time. I don't want to say it's going to be in every single video. I don't want it to dominate every video or anything like that. You know, I might just be a little tiny person in the corner. I might not even be there, but it's going to be something I try to do a little bit more going forward. I apologize to those of you who hate the facecam stuff, but most people seem to like it. The reception's been really positive for largely the same reasons I've just outlined, and that people feel they can, I told you, people feel they can connect a little bit more if they can actually see the person talking, which, you know, makes a lot of sense, right? I'm a little bit, if my eyes are super red, I'm not high. I got out of the shower like 2 minutes ago and I definitely poured shampoo straight into my eyes. So I'm a little bit blind. I'm already a little bit blind anyway, so. But as I said, this is going to be a slightly heavy topic. Now, I didn't do this facecam stuff for a couple of years, 3-4 years plus maybe. I think all the time I lived in London, I didn't touch the facecam stuff. And that was 3 years at least, maybe 4, 3 or 4 years. I can't quite remember. So it's been at least 3-4 years or something like that since I did this kind of thing. And that's due to my own anxieties and stuff like that. And that's really what I wanted to talk about in this video, vlog, thingamajiggy. I guess I just really wanted to explain why the facecam wasn't there for so long and why it's back now and how it's going to be going forward. That's the general gist of what we're going to talk about today. So, as I said, we're going to get a little heavy, a little bit real. We're just going to jump straight into this. I've struggled with my weight for a very long time. Since I was about 8-9 years old, something like that. It started to kind of spiral out of control. I remember my 10th birthday, I had a terrible tank. Sorry, Mum. I had a terrible tank birthday cake. It tasted absolutely disgusting. The party was fantastic. I had Pokemon Snap. I ignored all my guests just so I could play Pokemon Snap on the N64. But, so the party was fantastic other than the cake. But it was around that time I realised that I was putting a little weight on, and my best friend at the time, Lucy, kind of poked me one point and went, tires or something like that. She kind of made fun of me in the way that a kid would. She wasn't trying to be mean, but it kind of tweaked something in my head at that point. And really it kind of spiraled from there. It got worse and worse, and it never really came back down. There was a brief period 10 years ago where I hit what I would consider my goal weight, which is around 190 to 200 pounds. I'm a big guy, I'm 6'2", quite broad, blah, blah, blah. Loaded with muscle, obviously. So I never want to really go too low in terms of the weight. And I got to my goal weight, but I kind of did it the wrong way. I just hammered the cardio and kind of starved myself. And rather predictably, over the coming years, I spiraled back up to the point where when I was living in London, for the last few years, I've moved now, but when I was living in London, I think I put on 90 pounds whilst I was living in London because I didn't do anything. I didn't go outside, didn't interact really with the world, even though I had a relationship for a year of it. And I just kept eating terrible food every single day. And I put on tons of weight. And naturally, as I put on all that weight, it kind of made me stop wanting to do facecam content. I didn't really want to put myself out there in front of you folks at home because I just felt bad about what I was. I didn't feel good about myself. And it's very hard to do this kind of content if you're feeling very down on yourself. You don't really want to put your face out there if you're not feeling confident. Not that I am now, but we're getting there. So that's really the only reason it hasn't been around for the last few years. And if I'm straight up honest, I wasted 5-6 years of my 20s. I really did, because as soon as the weight started to come back on, a lot of people are super A lot of people are super body positive, and that's fantastic. And if you're, if you've got some extra pounds or whatever, and you feel good and you can go out and still live your life, I'm very envious of you. I really am. But that's not something I've ever been able to do. It always exacerbates my social anxiety quite a lot. I used to be this super outgoing guy. I was kind of the life of the party. I'm not trying to sound like a bit of a dick here, but it's true. I really was. And then it just all went away. It really did. And that anxiety just spiraled out of control with the weight spiraling out of control. And as I became more hermited in my real life, I naturally became more hermited in front of the camera as well, doing this content for you folks at home. So that's really where it's been the last few years. That's why it's not been here. I didn't feel comfortable doing so. And to be honest, my plan for this year was to get back to this. We'll talk about that in a second, but the plan was to get back to this. Not quite yet. I've done this much earlier than ever anticipated. But let's talk about that. So since I moved to the north, back up north from London, I've lost about 40 pounds so far, something like that. Before I even started working out, I just kind of just ate less, basically. And then I spent the last 5 weeks, I'm in my 5th week now, I've been working out, I've been lifting, basically. I don't really like, cardio kind of bores me, I'm not gonna lie. But I've been lifting, I've been doing a lot of weightlifting. At the moment, I'm actually on a 6-day-a-week PPL, for those who know. I'm not here to go into the program or anything like that, but I work out, I lift 6 times a week at the moment. And I'm loving it. I genuinely am loving it. I'm in immense pain right now because we just did a bloody workout. But it's a lot of fun. And I feel better than I have in years. I'm still a lot heavier than I have been in a very long time. I'd say I'm about 60 pounds over where I was for a long time. Basically, I'd say I'm 60 pounds heavier now than I was the last time I was actively doing webcam content, basically. So quite a lot heavier. But also working out more and fitter and healthier and kind of getting into that more. And I'm assuming the weight will come off over time as I keep doing this and eating well, blah, 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 blah. Not really sure what the point of this vlog is. I just kind of want to spill my life to you folks, I guess. Explain some stuff. And hopefully, I don't know, we'll talk about that in a bit. But the point is, I've started working out. And really enjoying it, really getting into it. Gonna get hench. Ironically, kind of the plan. Yeah, I'm not like lifting super heavy weights or anything like that. I'm working up. We're only 5th week in, so I'm on I think my highest weight is 60 kilograms on the deadlift, so about 135 pounds-ish. I'm quite proud of that one, I'm not gonna lie. We're only 5 weeks in, but we'll get there. The goal is very much the 200 pound mark and everything. That's the first big hurdle. So the reason the webcam content has come back anyways is I feel like the last few years I kind of felt a little disconnected. I really do this far too much. I felt a little disconnected from the channel, from you folks at home. I don't really feel like I know you as well as I'd like to, and you don't know me as well as I'd like you to. I've kind of lost a little bit of that personal element, which I think is where the channel came from in the first place. So I kind of wanted to get back to that, and I think I had to overcome this anxiety at some point. I could wait and keep waiting for some mythical moment where I feel at my absolute best. But maybe that never comes. Maybe I need to actually force it, get myself back out there, and that'll make it happen. Like I said, I do feel better about how things are going, which has definitely helped as well. The working out has definitely got me more into a confident mood, and that I feel I can do this kind of content. And it kind of forces me to keep myself in check. If I start spiraling back the other way, if I put those 40 pounds back on again, if I stop working out, I know I'm going to stop doing this content, and I don't want to stop doing this content. I want to be able to flip on the camera and do a stream or whatever. And I want to be able to do that more and more and more as things get better. It's very good for my anxiety, for my confidence, for my body image, for everything. If I keep doing this kind of content, it's kind of a, what is the blim-blamming term? I can't remember. My skin looks so bad today. It's just because of the shower, though. Well, what are these little baby hairs? Anyways, I can't remember the word, but it's going to keep me at it. It's going to keep me going, hopefully. It's kind of like a... I cannot for the life of me remember the term. Anyways, the point is it should help keep me on the straight and narrow a little bit more. I've got plenty of motivation myself, plenty of drive to do so, but it's a little bit extra, Never hurt anyone, right? Everyone wants an extra. No, man. So that's kind of why the content's come back. I think it's a good idea for both myself and for the channel, and hopefully for you folks at home, basically. And that's why it's not been here, because I felt like a terrible person, basically. Now, I know what the comments are going to say. So many comments, because you guys have been so lovely about this. I've already talked about this a few times in the stream. People have been hyper positive about so many things, and that's, it's really nice to see, and I really appreciate it. It's always worth noting, and I think anyone else who's struggled with their weight or any other physical issue like that, or even mental issues like that, will know when I say this, that doesn't really matter what other people say. You can look fantastic or whatever, but if you feel the way you feel and someone else is like, yeah, but you look really good, what you want about, it doesn't really matter what other people say. That doesn't get through to your brain. Your brain's going to do its own thing, right? You're going to, it's doing its thing. Doesn't matter what the outside world says. You're going to be anxious. You're going to be hermited. You're going to not want to do this. Put yourself out there, basically. But I still appreciate all the comments. So people have been really, really nice, and it has made me feel better about doing it, about putting myself out there a little bit more. And I do intend to keep doing this for the foreseeable future, and hopefully working things out. That's about it. I don't really have much else to add. I guess it feels a bit pointless, this video. I don't really know what I've said or contributed to the world. I kind of wanted to talk to you guys and explain why I'm back like this. Hopefully I'll be doing more of it going forward. I'm not going to promise every week we'll be streaming like this, or that I'll be doing this all the time, or that vlogs are going to be regular. I'm still working through some stuff, but as I get better and better, and as the workouts keep going and everything else, it should become more common. I kind of just wanted to explain that. And also to say, you know, if anyone else is struggling with this kind of thing, I'm happy to talk to you. And if anyone else, you know, has done what I've done, and especially during the pandemic, kind of just like hid themselves away for years on end, months, years on end, then, you know, I understand completely. I think there's a bit of a habit. I don't know if it's really true of me because I'm not like a big name YouTuber or anything like that, but there's a habit of seeing celebrities. I'm not saying I'm a celebrity, okay? Believe me. But you kind of put them on a pedestal and you don't see people, or you don't see the YouTuber talking about, I mean, I guess you do. This is kind of a common thing on YouTube. But the problems people go through and their anxieties and everything like that, YouTube is always a very positive foot forward platform, I would suggest. People want to be positive and happy because that's kind of what gets the clicks. And I think it's important sometimes to show that everybody, even the big name YouTubers, go through anxieties and have problems and stuff like that. So if you're going through something like this, whether you want to lose weight or gain weight, or your hair is on fire, or there's a demon chasing you, or whatever it is that's keeping you in the house, whatever it is that's making you anxious, whatever it is that's making you feel alone, whatever it is that's in you, like, diminishing your life, then I just want people to see that we all go through it. You know, you're not alone. You're not alone. So many of us go through it. And I'm sure if you check the comment section of this video, you'll see plenty of people who've gone through the same thing you have. And I think it's important to acknowledge that everyone's got their stuff. You know, we all have stuff going on, and it's nice to have a support for that sometimes. Anyways, that is it from me. I really have talked for far longer than I anticipated. I'll have to cut this down a little bit. But yeah, we're going to be doing some more stuff like this. I'm going to be doing some unboxings, blah, blah, blah. I want to do like some Lego builds. I do want to do some vlogs every now and again, but I need a reason to vlog, and I don't really have any right now. So if something happens, I will vlog about it, but otherwise I'm not going to force it. Regular content coming back. Tomorrow we'll do mods of the week. I know it's late again, but we'll get there eventually. Tomorrow, mods of the week. Wednesday, really cool VR thing planned. Thursday, something in Jurassic World Evolution 2 planned. It's going to be a good week. And remember to check out the second channel. If you go into the description down below, you'll find a link to the Solly Vagrant channel, which is my second channel. It's called Vagrant. Might rename it. And you'll find our Horizon Forbidden West playthrough going on there right now, which is really fun. Okay, I'm going to go. A little nervous about this video. But I felt like I needed to make it for my own sake, I guess. For the good of humanity. Anyways, thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you lovely folks next time. I'm not going to ask for likes on this video. That would feel awkward. But thank you for joining me. Cheers. Much love. And as always, bye-bye.